You know, I spent a lot of young days here doing a little fishing with family, friends. We used to come down here and fish, which was pretty cool. It was a pretty easy ride. And once you get in Long Beach, you got the beach and you got the bay. Across the street from here is our rec center program. Other towns have midget football, PAL football, things like that. We just had our own town leagues of all our kids. As I said earlier, we didn't travel out of town. You know, when I started working out, which was maybe, you know, towards the latter part of grammar school, where weights became something that was interesting to me. I used to work out in the facility right here. It was really the only place to work out in town. Swimming pool here. I did many swimming lessons, but I can't swim. Grew up on the beach. I'd go in the water as long as I could put my head above the water. But my friends were lifeguards, surfers. I laid in the chair and watched them. It's interesting because, you know, I'm a football coach, but I'd probably say I was probably at the younger ages a better hockey and baseball player, skill-wise. And I think as I got bigger, football became something that I was talented as, but I'm not so sure I wouldn't have chose hockey if I had the resources at that time to play it. That's where I spent playing my Little League baseball here. When I was younger, I actually was a counselor, so probably what some of these kids are doing. I was a counselor here, was my first job. And then they'd set these up for football fields now. It looks like it's field turf now. It was not field turf then. It was grass, which kept pretty well. Look a lot smaller now than they did back then, but it was pretty cool to play, and you know, your parents would come down and watch. And on a Saturday football afternoon, this place was rocking. Games going all day.
I was a sports nut. You know, I followed baseball and football. I played neighborhood type of teams, and so of course he was the first boy, and he was going to be the All-American and then the best player in any sport. And you could tell that he had some, not only capability, but he had interest. He liked that stuff. And then he played Little League baseball. I coached him. Little League football, roller hockey, basketball was not his thing.
When you go through each sport, you know, in football I was a running back pretty much my whole career when I was growing up. You know, baseball player, I was a shortstop, second baseman, interior guy. And then in hockey, I was mostly a center, a right winger, pretty much to be true. Basketball player, I was awful, so I would stand on the side, make sure I facilitated the ball, and I was a good rebounder because I had sharpened elbows. This was a great place to have, as you know, it was a 5-minute drive from the house. Couldn't walk here, you know, less than a mile or a mile, so it was something that was pretty good. Now that I've spent my career in athletics, you know, going into my 36th year of coaching football, all at the college level, I can really appreciate what I had growing up. Long Beach was a unique place in a lot of different ways. We talked about the beach, talked about everybody in the community hung together, but I think how they influenced a lot of us with the sports programs and how they invested money into that. And it was sort of the networking you had, and I see it now that a lot of towns, you know, I've lived in different areas, don't have that same type of community spirit. They may have it. We had it all in one place. You came, it was one-stop shopping. You had your hockey rink, you had your pool, you had your weight room, you had your basketball courts, you had your baseball, you had your football, you can go fishing, roller hockey, outdoor, indoor, so it was pretty cool.